pretty much all the way to the fence. The only reason I'm leaving a little bit of a lip, and the other one is because of the door. Just take that out and boom. No. Carefully jumped. I might add. This one's going to require a little mining. So the idea is well, you guys have seen me do mobs before, and you've probably seen quite a few of these. But the basic idea is you have these spawning areas, and this is true for passive mobs as well as non-passive mobs. You have these pads, basically, different area spaces for stuff to spawn at, whether it's passive or non-passive. And they fall into this little pit here, which is filled with, not filled with water, but has a little waterway that channels them down all the way to wherever the drop point is, and you can do what you want with them. That's basically it. I mean, it's not horribly complicated. There are many variations on how to do it, and how to move mobs and whatnot. You can probably come up with your own variation, but the one that Ethos uses and that I've seen from him and others are actually quite nice and quite reasonable. They work well, and they keep things moving. Oh shit, that wasn't crap. Wasn't what I wanted. Damn it, now there's not gonna have grass on it. Oh, anyway, so there we go. Well, see what I mean? So we've got these little pads, these little areas set. Now I could leave it like this and that would be just fine, but it's not going to make it horribly efficient in getting things over. So I'm probably going to go ahead and split these pads up a little bit. I'm thinking, I'm not going to do that one though. This one I'm thinking I can either do down the line or over the line. I mean, it's not a huge amount of room here, and it's raining. I think what I'll do is do it right here. It's not a lot of room there. Okay, so we'll do right here. These are basically extra channels, just to help push the mobs along. And I'll be replacing all this dirt with grass here with cobble before I start putting down waterways. I mean, the mythic spawns in water is still a good idea. I think that just helps make it look better. Now we got some nice pads here for Mr. Sheep. Now those are more economical pads, as you can see. Fairly even, quite well. Now I could cut it up even more, but that's honestly not necessary. I could probably put like an end one on this side, but again, that's really not necessary. It's a little overkill. I don't need to go quite that far, so I'm not going to do that. Now I'm not going to do this side until I get it extended out, which I don't know when I'll do that. But I will do this side. Let's try to eyeball this a little bit. You can see I've got a lot of different stuff here, lots of different trees I'm using. It's not thunderstorming here. I think I've seen 2 thunderstorms roll through here. It rains fairly decently along here, and I think it's just because the biome is whatever this Not all the time. I mean, there are days when there's no rain, and there's days where it just rains all day and all night. We've had 2 thunderstorms, so pretty cool. Okay, so that's done. Like I said, we're not going to cut this up until I get it extended out, and I'm not going to do that right now. But we're going to go ahead and get this started. Now, the actual pit is right here. And I'm just putting that aside. Now the good news is this doesn't need to be made like a water elevator. The water elevator in the middle is a little more complicated, and you'll see that probably way in the future. If you really want to see what it looks like, head over to Ethos's, that's ETHOS, site, or his YouTube page. He's got some great videos showing about mod elevators. Bernie Beast also has some great stuff about it. Really neat stuff, and you'll see that later. But here we don't need one. So what I'm going to do is we need to figure out the switches. The water. I'm getting the water moved. So before I do that, I need to put an area here for water. Grows a lot faster when it's raining, as you might notice. And I just realized I don't want these corners. So I'm just going to run them more fast. Where my water will get. That corner. That corner. Instant infinite pool. Very simple. Alright. So now that I have my infinite pool, I'm going to get this party started. So the first thing I want is to make sure that the water ends here. Now, you can count and be very specific, or you can make sure. And the best way to make sure is to actually, hello Mr. Sheep, is to actually put a sign on the side here. Seriously, sheep, you're gonna piss me off, dude. So that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to put a sign on every side here. And this is going to stop the flow of water. And of course, that's some more signs, going to be a lot more. That's why I have plenty for it. So let's make some more signs. I think I just need one. Yeah, I could do 4. 4? Alright, so here, sheep, get the heck out of my way. So now the signs are set up, and we're good to go. So this means our water, oh shoot, I missed a sign, God damn it. Okay, what happens? Our water will flow to basically here. Actually, I can screw that up. Actually, want to place it here. Because that'll actually stop the water from getting to here. And this actually will take the signs. Yeah. So, so if I place water here, like that, Yeah, I did not do that right now, did I? These sheep are gonna piss me off. Alright. Probably had it right the first time. Yeah, it just... See that little trick? If I do this, see it works both sides. Isn't that cute? I think we'll do this anyway. Now I can put a part here. Oops, that's a really bad placement. See how that stops it? I'm just trying to see how this looks. Let me get a proper channel here with water. Okay, so here's a proper channel. Alright, I pushed in here and I stopped. Okay, I guess we're gonna do the old-fashioned way. I mean, it wouldn't matter if it was a water elevator, how we do it, but since it doesn't, I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. And by old-fashioned way, I mean, I'm just going to attempt. I do not remember all these signs, which is really irritating. So I'm going to make a quick chest. I didn't want to, but I'm going to have to. Which don't have much. So let me put these signs up here. Sorry guys. They're probably all laughing at me, which is fine, I'm used to it. So yeah, we'll just do the old-fashioned way where we just count. Or, actually, a better solution, I just thought of this, I'm such an idiot, is, I believe, right, this might work, so I don't waste steps, but if I remember right, I do. Well, let's just test it with water. Let's see. Nope, totally wrong. Actually, I think if I put signs there, it would work. Sorry, I know you guys hate seeing me do that. Now, if I remember right, this will... So you see how it stops there, so let's pretend that one, this is a proper turn, two on the marble, I fall in and I'm like, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. See how I stopped here? The mob will just go. It steps. You don't care. It'll just go. I think that will work. I'm gonna stop there. just good to test it with water. Oh, damn it, I'm so used to switching. Told you guys it would be hard. Let's get some of this glass out for now. Some dirt here. Oh, stopped raining. Cool as that. There we go. Alright. So there's our basic little setup here. Now what I want to do is go ahead and get this all converted to cobble real quick. This looks nicer. I'm also taking note how much space I need, so when I convert to that edge over there, to make sure I make it deep enough. Dirt, which isn't a bad thing. So you need, as you can see, you're going to need a fair amount of room. You're going to need at least, if you do too high, obviously underground and whatnot, you're going to need a too high space, or even one one. So you need 2, 3, 4, about 4 or 5, I would say, something of that nature. So why am I converting this all to cobble? I just want it to look consistent, I guess. You don't have to do this. Definitely leave it as dirt and whatnot. I mean, no mobs will spawn on it. I am not going to have enough cobble here. No mobs will spawn on it because it'll have water on it. No passive, no nothing. Because it has water on it. But if you have to have gaps or whatnot, no. You usually want to put something there. Cobble's not a good idea. For a passive, yeah, for a mob spawner, but for a passive mob spawner, it's fine. For a mob spawner, enemy spawner, you want to use some sort of half step, whether it's cobble or wood, or not wood, but cobble or yeah, even wood, you know, whatever. So I'm just going to clear away all this dirt, and then I'm going to have to run back to the fort and get more cobble. So I'm kind of glad I stayed. I did not bring enough cobble with me. Kind of regret that now. So I'm going to stick pretty much most of this dirt in here. Stick these in here too on the stairs for the moment. I'll keep the buckets on me. I'll just do this. Lava can stay here, it's fine. Flint can come with me, the wool can stay here, I don't feel like putting it away. Alright. Don't miss. Oh, dadnammit. Big fail. Man, you gotta time that right. Alright, so I'm gonna head back down to the fort real quick and grab me some cobble. Ooh, an arrow. Mainly so I can course, you know, fill that in and whatnot. But if I need to make more stairs, for example, whatever, I'll have it. So, just a quick run to the cobble storage. That should be more than enough cobble. Probably won't even need all that. Okay. So yeah, the control room-like area is going to do a few things. One, it'll control the lighting via pistons, of course, for all the levels of the mob spawner. So if I want to turn off an entire level to either fix something, expand it, just to turn it off, whatever, I can just, where the hell, I can just flip a switch and the light's on. I can switch it down, lights off. So, pretty simple. It's also going to be the place for retrieving the items. Let's jump. Even better. And also, probably for sorting too. That's something that Ethos does as well, and is actually pretty neat. He's got his passive one down pat, practically, which is awesome. So I might be doing something somewhat similar as well. Yeah, okay. So I didn't clear this part out, but that's okay. I'll clear it out now. So I'll also be doing that as well. And like I said, that entire facility, if you will be underneath the tree farm, and then all the actual sorting and mechanics and everything will be pretty much underneath the mob part thing. But yeah, that's kind of my plan with it. This has kind of just come to fruition through watching his videos, getting ideas from it, and then when I started working on this, I figured, hey, that might just work out well. So it's going to take a long time to do. Obviously, it's a lot of levels, and granted, you really shouldn't do a multi-level mob spawner tower sort of thing, because it's kind of redundant, basically. But my idea is since I can just flip a switch to turn them off and on, it will actually be quite practical. So no matter what level I'm on, if I have them all off, or, you know, spaced appropriately, stuff will spawn and come up, no matter what level I am on or where I'm at in the vicinity. That's my thought, anyway. Okay, I think we're ready to go ahead and get all this water. And so I'm going to put all this dirt away. I'm going to flip this over here. I'm going to move the shovel and my 2 buckets here. So this is how this is going to go down. I'm going to go ahead and start. I need to see the flow and how far it goes. Okay. It goes to about here, which is actually perfect. Just about. Because this is kind of a directional area here. So that there, actually, I should go one less. I just didn't do that because of cut off here. I'm glad they fixed the water though. Not so much of a pain, but it's still quite a pain. Okay. So let me validate that this goes where it's supposed to. Okay, it actually goes like here and stops. That's easily fixed. Will be easily fixed. let's see what happens when we do this. As you can see, it kind of just flows on over, and then it just flop. Since this is counted as like 1, but what's cool is if I put water here, it's like you go over it with no big deal. Or something. It's weird like that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Because you don't want backflow, obviously. And by backflow, I mean it. When you put water down, it goes in multiple directions. You want it to flow in one direction. So if I put this here, you can see it screws it up. So you need something to sort it out, basically. So we have a little little step here. Hold the water as it flows. And then I think what I gotta do is put some half steps like that. If I do that and just plop this here, no, see, I didn't do what I was thinking it would. Well, I guess we'll just have to. Yeah, I gotta do something like that, I guess. And then what I think is cool is if I have this, it'll just kinda get pushed up into it. Yeah, they get pushed up into it, and then you're just gonna have a water flow with some signs here to push them all the way in. So we need a couple signs, and I don't have any, so I'm going to have to make something with the water first. And two signs. Two. Okay. So we put the signs here. And then when we put the water flow, check that shit out. See what that did? Let me go over that.